Hello everybody, we are on the floor today because my tripod broke and the new one hasn't come yet, but the content train must continue, and today we will be talking about the Cordyceps mushroom, aka Magic Portobello. Hey guys, I'm Showman. I want to live the best possible life, and to do that, I've been looking very heavily into supplements, and that includes the Cordyceps mushroom. I was super excited to try this out, but unfortunately, it was not all that great. So, if you're just looking for a very quick opinion on whether or not you should get Cordyceps or not get Cordyceps, I would say if you can afford it, if you have a lot of extra income that you just want to get rid of, try Cordyceps out. But if you don't have a lot of money and you're like, I can only take maybe 1 to 2 supplements, this is probably not the one for you, as we will be going into in this video. Now, if you're thinking, Shoma, isn't this the same fungus that makes insects into little zombies and makes them march all over the place just to mushroom body out of them and spread the little evil spores everywhere? The same fungus that the video game The Last of Us is loosely based off of? Well, if that's what you're thinking, then you are absolutely correct. This is indeed mushrooms from the exact same family. Now, in fact, Cordyceps is a very large family of mushrooms. There's over 400 different members in this family. And yes, some of the ones that grow out of insect heads are actually really good supplements. Unfortunately, they are also very expensive. That would be the Cordyceps sinensis. That is a very expensive supplement that apparently the Chinese Olympic team uses all the time. Now, the one that I tried out from real mushrooms is the Cordyceps M, or the Cordyceps mellifilaris, which is also a very cool name, that does not grow out of any insect heads, so you don't need to worry about that as long as you're getting it from real mushrooms. Now, what is so good about Cordyceps? And this actually took me a little bit of time to dig out because it's not immediately obvious what the compounds are in it and what the specific effects are, because most places just say, oh yeah, increased energy, and though I did find some of that, that wasn't specifically what I was looking for. However, I have found a few different things that the Cordyceps mushroom does, and the main thing is that it contains beta-glycans, and beta-glycans are really good for things like lowering blood cholesterol. Now, they've also been shown to increase your VO2 max, which is your oxygen output, which is actually a really good thing. You want as high of a VO2 max as humanly possible. So this does do that. This also reduces lactic acid in mice. And lactic acid, if you don't know, is the thing that makes your muscles sore after you've exercised for a long time. It is the byproduct of metabolism. It's a byproduct of specifically anaerobic exercise. The exercise that you do when you've exhausted all of your oxygen resources, and therefore you are starting to create some very toxic byproducts. This, in theory, helps you lower that, or at least it helps you lower that in mice. It also supposedly has some antioxidants in it, which is always a bonus because you do not want to rust yourself. And antioxidants essentially help fight most of the common signs of aging. And finally, it might actually promote neurite outgrowth, which could have some positive benefits in the brain. However, all of these, and I've read most of these studies, are pretty tentative and they're kind of one-off studies, so we don't actually fully know why Cordyceps are good for you. However, they have been used for a fairly long time, and therefore it is safe to say that there is no significant downside to them. Now, in my world, there are many tiers of supplements. The first level of supplementation is just eating well, getting your basic nutrition in, sleeping well, exercise, kind of the base level stuff. On top of kind of the base level stuff is things like Cordyceps, things like lion mane, chaga, and all of those more natural supplements that you can take for a very long time. These have long-term benefits, but they don't have as many short-term benefits. On top of that are things like Phenibut, which if you don't know what that is, you definitely should click that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon, because Phenibut is an amazing, amazing supplement that I will be talking about next week. And along with that is also things like Alpha GPC. If you'd like to see that video, it's right here. And these are the more immediate affecting supplements. They're the supplements that when you take, you usually feel that day. But with these comes the fact that you probably can't take them for too many times in a row. And on top of that are the pharmaceutical supplements. They're things like Adderall, Ritalin. Those are the things that have really, really powerful immediate effects, but usually some pretty bad long-term consequences with it. So with that, this is kind of the tier 2 or level 2 supplement. Cordyceps mushrooms are things that you can take for a very long time, and in theory, in the long run, they are very beneficial. However, in the short run, they don't do all that much. Because, as I've found, they maybe increase your level of energy by 1 to 2%, which is good, but frankly, there are better bang for your buck things that you can do. For instance, just investing the money that you would into Cordyceps into slightly better nutrition and eating slightly healthier, and that will probably actually give you a bigger boost in your overall energy than would taking Cordyceps. And unfortunately, that result has been pretty much across the board. With pretty much everyone that I've spoken to that have taken Cordyceps, all of them have found that it does help maybe a tiny bit, my dad a little bit more, but everyone reports that it's really not that big of a step, which is too bad because I was really looking forward to having a supplement that you could take every single day that boosted your level of energy, because that would mean so much more productivity for me. So then let's quickly talk about the long-term consequences of taking this every day. Now, though I don't fully know the long-term consequences, but the way I kind of look at this and the way I look at most level 2 supplementation is that they maybe make you 0.5% better every single day. Now, 0.5% per day really does not seem like a whole heck of a lot until you have taken it for a long period of time. And in that long period of time, things start to really add up. Because imagine, if it makes you even 0.1% better every single day, in a year, that's 3% better. Now, 3% doesn't seem like a whole lot in a year, but in 10 years, it's 30% better. You would be 30% better in a 10-year period of time than you would have been had you not taken it. And imagine the cognitive boost that 30% can make in a long time. And that is where I think this will shine, and that is why I said, if you have the disposable income and you already eat well, then it is worth taking and looking into some cordyceps mushrooms. However, until you have the disposable income, it's probably better just to skip on this for now, take something like lion's mane, which I really strongly recommend, and kind of go from there, increase your income, and then start experimenting with cordyceps mushrooms. Now, have you tried any supplements? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I want to try some more, and I got some really good suggestions from you guys last time, so I want to keep that going. If you've made it this far, please consider that subscribe button, because that would mean the world to me, as well as together we can do so much more that any of us can do alone, because I really want to create a community of people that really want to better themselves and then better the world around them. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.